Hey everyone, Jason here with another episode of The Gamer Side. Today I'm going to do a review for Café Baras, not to be confused with Café Baras, which is what this game Café Baras is based on. But Café Baras, building a cafe. That's what this game is. Alright, so this is from Kids Table Board Games, and I'm a fan of their games. I'm a fan of the ones that I think Dice Veggies is in the same kind of vein of this, and really like that game. Café Baras we've had for a while, and I do really like this one as well. So let's go through and review it. First of all, how's the game play? So you are building a cafe. And you're going to be adding menu items to this cafe. You're going to be adding decor and ultimately trying to attract customers. So the way it works, it's a card game, kind of a tableau builder, and you have some cards in the center of the table you're going to draft from. So the cards in the center, you're going to draft them into your hand, and then those are your available menu items and or customers that you're going to be playing out in one of those two ways. So on your turn, you have two options. Number one, you're going to play a card as adding to your cafe, adding the menu item that it represents. Might be a drink, might be a sandwich, might be soup. It might also have a special ability on it, either one that takes place immediately or ongoing or endgame scoring. So you can play this card out, put it next to your lineup of menu items, and it's adding to your cafe. Might also add decor, modern decor, retro style. There's 3 different types of decor. Also, by the way, in the center of the table are some super goals. Basically, at the end of the game, if you have a cafe that offers 3 different types of sandwiches, you get an extra 6 points. Or if you have 2 different types of entertainers, you get an extra 6 points. Okay, so you can expand your cafe. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is serve a customer, which means you take a card from your hand, you play it out, but now you're only looking at the bottom part where it identifies a customer that you're going to serve. And the customer is going to pay money based on how many different items they like. So the bottom says this customer is looking for a soft drink and a sandwich and a soup. And if you have all 3 of those, you get $3. If you only have 2 of those, you get $2. Sometimes one of those things that they're looking for is their favorite thing, and they'll pay you for each instance of that thing. So let's say a soft drink is what they want more than anything. It's their favorite thing. And you have 3 different types of soft drinks or 3 different soft drinks in your menu, they'll pay you for all 3 of those. So you can make more money that way. And lastly, when playing one of these customers, if the customer likes a certain type of decor that your place offers, as long as you could serve them everything that they liked and the decor, then they become a regular. And a regular means at the end of the game, you're going to score, I think, 4 extra points for each regulars. That is it. Then you refill your hand from the center area that you're drafting from, and then those cards get refilled from the deck. That's the general gist of how you play it. It is not complicated. It is somewhat straightforward. It's not completely straightforward. There are, like, every time I pull it out, I do have to refresh myself with certain rules. For example, when the customer want to convert a customer to become a regular, they're going to pay you for all the menu items that that you have that meet that. So 3 is normally 3 icons is how many things each customer is going to want to see. Plus the decor is a 4th. Well, they'll pay you for the 3, but if you also have the decor, they're not going to pay you for that, but they might become a regular. That's just one of those little niggling rules I always have to they won't pay you for the 4th thing, the decor. It's just that, and by the way, if you only have 2 of the items, but you do match the decor, nothing happens. You have to have all 3 plus the decor. Anyway, slight fiddliness with stuff like that. I sometimes have to refresh myself on the rules with things like that. Then also some of the cards that you play that are going to add to your cafe have specials that trigger at different, again, immediately or ongoing, and you have to kind of reference those and remember to reference those. There's some different combo effects that can happen. So there's a couple layers there. Not a problem. Just that there's a couple layers of depth, more than like something like Dice Veggies, which I think is just so unbelievably straightforward, so clear, so clean. In any case, so fiddly-factor, low to medium, probably I would just say low fiddly-factor in general on gameplay setup. You got to separate these separate decks of cards. There's starting cards. There's the different types of cards. You got to separate those out. And then during the gameplay, just be mindful of those different layers of interactions and the different combo effects. So low fiddly factor there. Pimp potential, not much. You could get some metal money tokens for the game, perhaps. Three-dimensional decor, maybe have little 3D representations of the chairs and tables that you're putting in. That might be fun. Completely unnecessary. I think the game stands on its own just fine as it is, without any pimp potential. So that is it in terms of the game. My score for this is a 7.5. It's an adorable theme. Café Baras running a cafe in the game called Café Baras. So kind of a fun play on words there. We have played this a bunch of times. It's going to stay in my collection. Really good game overall. So that is my review for Café Baras. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.